Question number 101. Which of the following is not an influence of auxin? Options are apical dominance, parthenocarpy, tropic movements, bolting. So among this given option D is not a role of auxin in the plant. Option A, apical dominance. Auxin shows the apical dominance and they suppress the growth of the axillary buds. So here, as in this figure, lateral branch growth are inhibited near the shoot apex, but less so far from the tip. Apical dominance is distributed in some plants by removing the shoot tip, causing the plant to become bushy. Okay, so that the auxin action is to promote the apical bud dominancy. Okay, so at the meantime, what happens? The lateral bud undergoes a dormancy. Okay, they suppress the activity of the lateral bud and they promote the activity of the apical bud. So option A is correct for the auxin. But the hormone cytokinin that used to counteract hormone cytokinin that is to counteract the apical dominance. Okay, or they neutralize the apical dominance which was caused by the auxin, and they promote the lateral buds to growth. Okay, so cytokinin function, they used to promote the growth of lateral buds, but auxin they promote the growth of apical bud. So they're working opposite to one another. Auxin shows the apical dominancy, cytokinin that counteract or neutralize the apical dominancy caused by the auxin. Next B, parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy can be induced with the help of the auxin, which means the development of the fruits without fertilization. Okay, they're called as parthenocarpic. Those fruits are a parthenocarpic fruits. Okay, example we can take banana. Banana is a parthenocarpic fruits, and certain varieties of the grapes, because the high concentration of the auxin seen in the ovary. High concentration of the auxin seen in the ovary before fertilization that induces the parthenocarpy. Okay, so synthetic auxins, even we can use synthetic auxin to produce the seedless or parthenocarpic fruits. Seedless or parthenocarpic fruits. By using NAA, naphthalene acetic acid, or by using IBA, indole butyric acid, we can induce the parthenocarpic fruits in the many plants, such as we can take certain varieties of the grapes and watermelon. In case of brinjal, okay, we can induce the parthenocarpy by using this synthetic auxins. And tropic movements. Tropic movements, it is also under the regulation of under the auxin. So the auxin shows phototropic curvature. Auxin helps the plants to show phototropic curvature, which means the bending of a shoot tip towards the sunlight. Okay, so it's a response shown by the plant body towards the sunlight, phototropism. So this is all related to the auxin, but bolting is not related. Okay, so the bolting is happens with the help of another hormone called as gibberellin, gibberellic acids or gibberellin. So they helps in the bolting. Okay, so bolting that induces the excess elongation of the axis of the plant body, the excess elongation of the axis. Okay, So they stimulate this acid, gibberellic acid, which stimulates the stem into a floral axis. Floral axis means what we called as a peduncle. Okay, so that helps in the production of the more floral axis, so that results in the more yield in the crops. Next question. The potent weed killer is, options are like this: gibberellin, 2,4-D, abscisic acid, ethylene. So among the given option, the 2,4-D, 2,4-D is used as a weed killer. Okay, it is used as a weedicide. The full form of this 2,4-D is 2,4-dichloro, 2,4-dichlorophenoxy, phenoxyacetic acid. 2,4-D is a 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. Okay, and one more is there, 2,4,5-T, 2,4,5-trichlorophenoliacetic acid. So they all are the synthetic oxins. These two are the synthetic oxins. Okay, so they can be used as a weedicides to kill the unwanted plants. We can make it use. Okay, they are the synthetic oxin. Next one, the geotropic response of root is mediated by. So it is again auxin present at the tip of the plant body, so that helps in the geotropic movement. Okay, auxin. Option number 104. Abscisic acid plays an active role in dormancy of seeds, cell division, enhanced senescence, shoot elongation. Okay, the role of abscisic acid in the given option is dormancy of seeds. Okay, so seed dormancy. They promote the seed dormancy, and also the abscisic acid. They also plays in the senescence of the leaves and fruits. Okay, so they also plays in the senescence of the leaves and fruits. So they promote the seed dormancy. And one more hormone is there, that is a gibberellic acid. Gibberellic acid that helps in the overcome of the dormancy stage of the seeds. So that's why we used to, some of the plants seeds will be treated by gibberellic acid before sowing in the soil. So they helps in the overcome from the dormancy period as soon as possible. Okay, so A is the answer. Cell division, option B. Cell division, it is under the control of the hormone cytokinin. Cytokinin, they promote the cell division. Okay, so it's a true cell division factor. Option C, enhanced senescence. Enhanced senescence. And option D, shoot elongation. See, obviously the senescence period will be under the control of the abscisic acid only. Okay. Along with that, the hormone, that is ethylene. Ethylene can enhance the senescence. Ethylene can enhance the senescence, which can promote the senescence. Okay. So among the given option, particularly AB abscisic acid, the answer is dormancy of seeds. Next, which plant hormone promotes seed bud dormancy and causes stomatal closure? So our answer is abscisic acid, option B. Abscisic acid, they promotes the dormancy of seeds and buds, and also they helps in the stomatal closure. Okay, so during the stomatal closure, the potassium ion and hydrogen ion, they used to exchange between the guard cells and as well as the subsidiary cells. Okay, about this I explained already in the previous question. You just go through that. So abscisic acid, they mainly promote the closing of the stomata. Closing of the stomata. So B is the answer. Okay. And also you know that the abscisic acid is called as a stress hormone. It is also a stress hormone in the environmental. When there is a variation in the environmental factors, abiotic factors, so the plant can feel the stress. So in the duration, the AB used to release in the plant body. So they used to control, they used to regulate the a particular metabolism as required to the plant in that particular condition. Okay. 106. To avoid excessive water loss during severe drought stress, the closure of stomata is signaled by the production of. Again, it's the same related question. The answer is ABA, abscisic acid. So just now I told it helps in the closing of the stomata and in the stress, whatever the stress it may be. Here they have taken the drought stress, severe drought stress. What happens? The stomata is to close in order to minimize the water loss. So it is achieved by abscisic acid. Next, the study of phototropic response lead to the discovery of cytokinin, gibberellin, ethylene, and auxin. Phototropic response led to the discovery of the auxin. Okay, so auxin, they helps the plant, shows a response toward the sunlight. The tip of the stem that used to bend toward the sunlight. Sunlight, they trigger the production of the auxin. Okay, so at the shadow side, so here what happens, the cells used to divide rapidly. As a result, the cells are keep on adding in this shadow area, means the dark area. So what happens, the addition of the cells, the tip of the this coleoptile, so they used to bend towards the sunlight. So this is called as phototropic curvature. Phototropic curvature. So it is a response to the sunlight. Okay, so this phototropic curvature will be regulated under the control of auxin. So by this experiment, the auxin has discovered. Next one, gibberellins can promote seed germination because of their influence on. The options are rate of cell division. Option B, production of hydrolyzing enzyme. Option C, synthesis of abscisic acid. Option D, absorption of water through hard seed coat. Gibberellin can promote seed germination because of their influence on. See, option B is the answer. Production of hydrolyzing enzymes. Okay, so the hydrolyzing enzymes, they helps in the seed germination, means they helps in the overcoming of the seed dormancy. So the gibberellic, before sowing the seeds used to treat with the gibberellic acid in some of the plants, so they can able to promote the overcoming of the seed dormancy as soon as possible. Okay, so the imbibition of water takes place, the enzymes will be activated, and they helps in the seed germination as soon as possible. So B is the answer. Auxin causes cells to absorb water from hypertonic media because the options are: it lowers transpiration rate, it increases rate of cellular respiration causing more production of ATP molecules, thus facilitating active transport absorption, it increases solute potential of the cells, it increases rate of transpiration. It increases the rate of transpiration. Auxin causes cells to absorb water from hypertonic media because the answer is it increases rate of cellular respiration, causing more production of ATP molecules, thus facilitating active transport. Facilitating active transport. Hypertonic in the sense the surrounding, it is a cell, so it is a surrounding environment. Here, when compared to the concentration, here the solvent concentration will be high when compared to the concentration inside the cell. Okay, so this results usually it results in the plasmolysis of the cell because of the exosmosis. Okay, but with respect to this answer, which increases the cellular respiration. Okay, cellular respiration. So respiration means it's a breakdown process. Okay, where respiratory substrate they used to breaks to form a energy rich molecule such as ADP, so which is required for the active transport of the substances. So B is the answer. In tissue culture, root can be induced by, again it's a repeating question. The answer is lower concentration of cytokinin and higher concentration of the auxin. Okay, root can be induced by lower concentration of cytokinin and higher concentration of the auxin.